100,000 views is a hell of a lot of views. What up, guys? It is Dr. Blue here. So this is the 100k views milestone video. I wasn't actually sure whether to do a 100k views milestone video, but here it is. I wanted to celebrate it because it's a big achievement. Like 100,000 views is a hell of a lot. Like, and obviously views are always going to be more than subs and stuff, but it's a lot, man, and I think it was worth celebrating. So I thought what we'd do is kind of look through some of my older videos and give maybe kind of a director's commentary on some of them, so you can kind of understand my thought process behind them, you know, my thoughts on them now, and stuff, because some of the old videos I cringe at. But I thought we'd go through some old videos today, some hilarious ones, some serious ones, and just kind of explore my journey on how I got to where I am now. So yeah, let's go through it. So obviously, first of all, you can see that I've got a lot of playlists, and a lot of them are gameplay videos. I mean, you got the first fucking few things I did, like I did the Evil Within. I started off the channel doing 3 gameplay things because I wanted to do like 3 Blue reviews at a time. I always knew I wanted to do Blue reviews, but I got like the Evil Within, Dragon Age Inquisition, and The Escapist. This is up here for some reason because I finished this after some of these. But I tried doing this, and this for ages, and initially, like, it took me over a year actually to finish these first ones, because then I started doing like a couple of other videos. When I was around 50 subscribers, I met my friend Epix the Panda, because I was just kind of going around on Omegle looking for other YouTubers to collaborate with. That's where, you know, that's how long ago it was. Fucking Omegle. I didn't even know about YouTube Talk. I had no friends. I was just starting off, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna head to Omegle, maybe type in the tag YouTube, meet people there, and somehow me and Epix met on there. I met him, and I started doing, like, you know, videos with him, like APB Reloaded, Cards Against Humanity. I did like a couple of them actually. I think it was like GTA I did, which is like here. There's like a few videos there. Let's actually look at some of these ABB Reloaded ones, because I made them into like little mini movie trailers. So let's actually have a look at some of these. The fucking old intro. I had like 5 fucking different intros because I had like, this was just a fucking preset in Camtasia Studio at the time. Oops, not 480. This was like a preset in Camtasia Studio at the time, and I just had a font and a gradient overlay. I just had so many of these little fucking intros and outros. I used to use a lot of Miracle of Sound songs. I don't use them so much anymore because, well, actually it was because I would always get copyright striked, even though he said it was okay. I'm not sure he knew how to whitelist my channel or something, so I kept getting striked, and I was just like, you know what, I could message him about it, it would be fine, the copyright strike would be released, but it was just like, I have to do this every time. But yeah, this is like the old fucking intro. Dr. Blue presents. Oh, god damn it. So long ago.
Let's go create some chaos, yeah?
In a dangerous world.
So I don't know why, but ages back I thought it was just so cool to do American accents, and there's like actually a couple of videos I'll show you that I have fucking American accents on them, and it makes me cringe so much, but you guys might find it funny. But I made this look a little mini movie trailer, and then I did the gameplay. It was actually alright. It's just the fucking intro, little voice thing that makes me cringe.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Okay, let's go.
2 criminals risk it all. Get him, Epix! Get him! Take on the world.
Sorry.
And the law.
Let's go for it. Oh wow,
Watch out.
shit. No.
Officers!
I don't know why I felt it was
They'll
cool
destroy
to scream every fucking time. I used to scream a lot back then, but to be fair, I was just having fun. But I don't scream so much anymore.
evidence.
That camera. Destroying the camera won't even destroy.
Look at how cool this thing is.
Shit. Go.
I'm waiting for you to get in. Now we go.
And mark their territory.
Spray graffiti. I'm spraying. I'm so artistic. Look, it's all gumdrops and rainbows and sunshines and lollipops.
I know what it is. It's dick.
It's kill or be killed.
I'm gonna die soon.
Doc, help!
No. And there's a grenade. And
Oh my god.
this game was so fucking old as well. It was like APB Reloaded. And it was so very ancient. I don't even know why we played it. Epic's just suggested we play it. We didn't even know how to do there was apparently a story to it. We had no idea how to do the story. There's I think this might be a 7-second respawn time or 7 minutes. I hope it's 7 seconds.
Blew up as I disappeared.
Yeah, okay, it's 7 seconds. I was gonna say 7 minutes fucking respawn time. But yeah, there was a story to this game. We never figured out how to do it, so we just kind of fucked around. We only made a couple of videos on it, but it was fun.
No one is safe. Vehicle, it's gonna explode! Ah! Get out! Get out! Run! This is Dr. Blue. And Epic's the Pen in APB Reloaded. We're so stealthy. Coming to your screens right now. Throw that shit.
Fuck's sake, why is this game so chaotic?
And I just fucking put some old ass music on it. In fact, OGs of Dr. Blue will remember this music.
Let's go around. We can do
This
this.
fucking music.
Got you
Here,
back.
we have to spray. Oh.
Officers! Oh shit, run!
I think it was just gameplay. It was probably just gameplay, yeah. I think it was funny moments, maybe. It's when I started first doing my funny moments, and this is kind of like a funny moments thing. But I don't know. Just mute it. Yeah, it was an old kind of funny moments thing, and you can tell the gameplay is so fucking ancient. Even the cars and the death screen is just so old. I don't even know why we played it, but hey, this was a lot of fun. It's just when I started first doing my funny moments and when I started doing my fucking American accents, God, oh, it makes me cringe to hear it now. But I was having fun at the time, and that's all that matters, I suppose. All right, let's look at something else. So I got my first ever video, actually. The audio, beware, the audio is going to be pretty fucking bad on this, because I was using my laptop microphone, and at this point I didn't even have an editing software. I just used the Elgato, fucking cut it up, and I just cut out the loading screens, and that was it. And you can just fucking hear my first ever video. So this is when I first got my Elgato. I plugged it into this shitty laptop I had at the time, and I used the microphone on that shitty laptop. And Charlotte wanted to be in the first video with me, so she is actually there. She says hello, but you can't hear it because she's so quiet and the mic is so bad. But you can fucking just hear my first ever words for YouTube, my debut, if you will.
Hey guys, Dr. Blue here. I'm really excited because this is my first ever video for YouTube. I hope I can turn this channel into a successful product.
I don't even know why I said product. I'm gonna sell this channel or something. I don't know why I said product. I was just kind of really nervous. I guess I was saying the first thing that came to mind. It only even goes up to 480p because that's all I rendered it in. But yeah, it's my first ever game. In fact, the second game of this actually came out, and I actually planned on playing and Blue reviewing that, and the first video, recreating this little intro with it. I never got around to it. Sometimes games just to kind of fall through the cracks because I'm not fast enough with the reviews. I think I found a way to make them faster though, by reviewing the footage kind of as I go, rather than doing it all at the end, which is what I'm trying to do with Borderlands right now. But yeah, so Blue review is going to come out a little faster, but I was planning to go back and redo this, and Shah actually says something in it, but you can't hear it. Yeah.
I decided to begin my channel by playing The Evil Within, as I've heard really good reviews on it, and it's supposed to be really good. I've heard of similar games, and I've seen other YouTubers play scary games and really do well.
That's PewDiePie, basically.
Not that I want to become famous or anything, because I'm not bothered about that. I just want to be able to...
To be fair, back then, because I was just starting out on YouTube, I really didn't care if I went anywhere with it. Obviously now looking back, I've got 100,000 views on there now. Did I ever think I would get 100,000 views? No. I definitely thought I would have quit by now. To be honest, there was some times where I was like, you know what, I'm quitting. But you know what? With YouTube, it gives me such joy in my life, and it gives me something to do, because otherwise I would just be kind of going to work or going to university and then just coming home playing games and that's it. Doing YouTube is giving me a purpose, it's giving me something to do with my spare time, something to motivate me, to drive me forward, and obviously one day I would like to be big on it. Back then I was like, I don't care or whatever. Now I admit, I do care somewhat, because I've seen what what YouTube can do to people's lives, and it's incredible, and who doesn't want that? But The thing is, I wouldn't be doing YouTube if I didn't enjoy it and if I didn't truly love it, and I really do, and it gives me such a purpose in life, and that's why I do it. And you know, if that stuff happens, that's fine. If not, that's fine too, because I'm going for the job in IT. You know, I went to university, I graduated, I've got a plan A. YouTube has always been plan B. If this takes off, great. If it doesn't, why not? I'll just keep making videos, you know. So I'll keep making videos whether I grow or not. It's just growing in terms of, you know, views and subs and stuff. It's just a nice way to set a kind of sense of progression for me. But you know, ultimately I'll just keep making videos whatever happens, and if people enjoy them, then that's great, and you know, the more people enjoy them, the better. But honestly, it's all just about making videos, and you know what, it gives me a purpose. So I'm gonna keep doing YouTube no matter what, I think, unless I like one day delete my channel, which I don't think I will, unless something like really bad happens with it. But yeah, I don't think I will. I'm fully invested in YouTube.
Entertain not only myself with these games, but entertain you guys as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I've also got Charlotte here commentating with me. Okay, so
She does actually say hello. You can't fucking hear her. She leaves like 5 minutes in, but it's like I just basically go through, play the Evil Within and shit like that, and it's just, yeah, you don't even have an outro or anything. It just cuts off because, yeah, I'm surprised I actually made it this far. In fact, if you check the second video, I'm pretty sure on the second video the footage started freaking out, so I had to stop. Like, it just stops, like, I'm here.
like it fucking jumps me, and he sets off the mine that's like right next to me. I'm like, fuck me.
To be fair, the fucking audio isn't absolutely terrible. You can actually still kind of hear me that well, and it's not too intrusive on the game.
Oh my god.
I jump the fence, and the footage freaks out, and the video stops because the fucking rest of the footage was corrupt.
Okay, guys.
And you can tell I started really getting into it, but yeah, it was a very long time ago. I don't even know why the likes and stuff are hidden on there. I think, yeah, I know what that is, but that's whatever. Yeah, but like, I finally finished that. You can tell the thumbnails were not great. They did start to get better towards the end. At one point, I was like, I've got to have 3 things in the video that I mention, because like what I would do is I would throw up images sometimes with what I was saying, and I would put them in there, and I was like, whatever 3 videos I put in there has to go in the thumbnail, to like, you know, so you can see like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. I have like a fucking bag in there for some reason. I don't know why the fuck I have a bag. It's just like actual a fucking bag. I don't know why that's there, but yeah, I guess I mentioned in the video somewhere. Then it starts to get better. I start to only put 1 thing in the thumbnail at a time. But I just had loads of text, and I had the Dr. Blue overlay in the background because I really didn't know where to go with my thumbnails. I struggled. To be fair, thumbnails have been quite a struggle for me for pretty much my whole channel, because you know, you can tell. You know, I eventually switched to these kind of blue things to kind of like go with the Vanos crystal. Like, I had the light up here, I had the shade where the title would go, and just like a colour. And I kind of, I guess, idolised the Vanos crew at that point. Not too much to, you know, I wanted to make videos exactly like them, but I kind of thought their thumbnail style was really cool, so I kind of copied that. And then I started doing the Dr. Blue's car reviews, which I had to make different thumbnails for, and because it was just kind of screenshots from in-game, they actually did pretty well. And so I started like having Shah draw some. So obviously, you know, Shah is a digital artist, and she does a really good job on some of these. Like, I mostly just have her do the Blue review things, but she's done like a couple, like but she has like a train thing that she draws. You can kind of see it better if you go onto the actual video, but it's kind of really awesome. There's a lot of detail in it. It actually looks really cool. And you can tell by that point I started to experiment with thumbnails. You know, I got the human full flat one, then I have Shot Draw one, then I have this one. And this video actually did really quite poor, actually, this video. Because it was supposed to be a funny moments. And I started doing the funny moments, and my funny moments have always kind of been a hit or miss. Sometimes they were funny, sometimes they weren't. And it was just me trying to create funny moments. And this one was kind of a bit, not too long, I think, because 14 minutes is fine, but the moments just weren't funny, you know, they weren't laughable. I've watched my video myself and I wasn't laughing, so I was like, how do I improve these? I actually got a lot of comments saying that, you know, the intro is funny, too long. I think Hess commented something as well, the video intro was too long. Rap said it was okay and stuff. Yeah, but like I got like a lot of constructive criticism, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to in fact, I don't know why it's got 73 views, I don't know where that came from. But then I started changing up my thumbnails, and I started making it so that I think this one's supposed to be here actually, and this one's supposed to be, yeah, because you can't really, can I do that? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so it actually kind of goes in that order, and then I started to change the videos to just include the moments where we actually laugh and we actually enjoy them, and the videos started doing really well. You know, I got a few drawn thumbnails for them. Like this video got 232 views, which is pretty good for me actually, because my views haven't always been that great. This one again, 173 views, and this one I think dipped a little bit. It's got 86, but that's still pretty good for my channel. So it's like, you know, the videos are actually doing really well now because I actually know what I'm doing, and they just got better, and I'm just really proud of that actually, because like I used to feel so shaky with all my content, you know, oh god, is this video going to be good and stuff like that, and now that I've got kind of a little place where I can sit with funny moments and stuff like that and commentaries, I feel like they always can be good if I put the effort in, you know. And you know, the Bloo reviews have always kind of been okay. Since the kind of first Bloo review, I think I've kind of just had a knack for it, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I kind of like knew what I was doing with the Bloo reviews. I knew how I wanted to do it. I knew how I wanted to do it before I even made one. You know, which, you know, the first one was over a year afterwards because I fucking didn't do the Evil Within. And so, you know, the Bloo reviews have kind of always been okay because I always knew what I was doing, but the funny moments I had no idea, and then I got the commentaries and stuff like that, and these are sometimes hit or miss, because I think this one I think was good, but it didn't get as much attention as I would have liked. This one did really well for some reason. Actually, it's just kind of few of these are sort of meh. This one is pretty bad, I think, because I'm trying to play The Witcher, and The Witcher's kind of a story-based game. I'm trying to focus on the game and do the commentary at the same time. It just doesn't work. So then I'm like, okay, I'll play a game I don't have to focus on, like State of Decay or Dead Rising or something like that, you know. So I'll play a game I don't have to focus on, because I started doing live commentaries for a while. They were okay. They kind of let me react to things in game and talk to you guys at the same time, which I really liked. But I don't do it so much anymore, because it's easier for me to talk about the topic, and if the gameplay's not relevant, then it's whatever, you know. But yeah, sorry, I got a bit off track there, just kind of talking about how the channel has kind of grown, which I suppose is kind of on track, because, you know, that's what we're here to talk about today. In fact, you've actually got my first ever kind of big commentary I did. I've actually got two of these. I enlisted the second one because I didn't agree with it anymore, but these actually did really well. They got a lot of comments as well, but I actually did a pretty good, this was just my desktop background at the time, by the way. This is where I got that from. This is my desktop background, and I actually did, like, I looked back through it like recently because I was trying to think what videos could I do, and this video is actually not that bad. Like, I have a little meme segment with fucking this thing, which a lot of people tell me they loved, and it's like the claw, and then the claw is Skyvat, and he comes and chooses which person he wants to fucking bring up in subs and shit like that. And there's me just going, this is ridiculous. So it's actually a pretty good video. If you do want some Dr. Blue nostalgia, and some actually good content at the same time, I recommend you actually watch this. This is a Shout Out Sundays, a commentary, and this is where I talk about how Shout Out Sundays are kind of all a bit of a scam, and they don't really benefit the people that they're for, they benefit the people running them. I actually talk about this quite well, and I even got this little character. This is where my character was kind of born, because I got him on Battle Block Theatre, because you can kind of have the body, the head, and then the colour, and I just picked Blue, and I picked the eyeball because I thought it was really cool. And this is where my character originally started. I even had loads of different poses for him, I think, because you could do loads of little emotes on Battle Block Theatre, so you could get like loads of different poses and stuff, and I actually got quite a few for him. there's even one where he's like jumping up and stuff, and I go through like all the different parts of the commentary. It actually is a pretty good commentary, I'm not gonna lie. If you are looking for some decent content, I would go and watch this. Again, not to toot my own horn, but I think I did pretty well on this. It got 249 views. I get a lot of comments about it saying that it's really good. So I do actually recommend you watch this if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, I would recommend you watch that. And I was supposed to kind of carry on doing these, but the only thing is I never found any of the topics I was super passionate about. Like the Shout Out Sundays I was definitely passionate about because I wanted to show people what a scam they were. And there's another one that's YouTuber's responsibility. Is a YouTuber responsible for their audience? And I talk about this in here with rap, and I say that yeah, they kind of are to some extent, but not entirely, and I don't think I really agree with this anymore. I talk about that how they do have some responsibility. It's a private video now because I just got rid of it. I didn't even want to put it on unlisted because I don't agree with it anymore. But you know, if someone does something and says they're on behalf of you, I used to say that yeah, there was a certain responsibility, but I don't agree with that anymore, mainly because there was that whole PewDiePie thing, and that guy who did that shooting or whatever claimed that, you know, he was like subscribed to PewDiePie, and I was just like, you know what, that actually changed my mind on it so much, because PewDiePie isn't at all responsible for that shooting just because that guy said subscribe to PewDiePie. So I actually privated this video because I don't agree with it anymore. Again though, it did really well. And people gave me good feedback on it, but it's just not, I don't agree with it anymore, so I privated it and I got rid of it. But I don't know, like, I probably should do another one of these, to be fair. It's just finding a good person to talk about, like a good case study, and then giving my opinions on it. It's hard to find good case studies, like good people to do them on, because a lot of people do kind of have common sense and know not to be morons. And I don't really like taking digs at other YouTubers because, you know, I'm just a game review channel. I don't really want to cause drama, but sometimes people do need to be called out. But I should probably do some other videos on those, because those were actually pretty good, and I'm quite proud of those. They were pretty legit. And obviously you got all these live streams. This is what I see when I go into my videos, because I live stream so much. Yeah, this is what you guys see, right? So bear in mind, this video's here, this video's here, this video's here, and then if I go view as myself, this video's here, this video's here, and then that video's over here, because I do so many live streams. But I'm happy that I do the live streams because it allows me to get through the thing, and I keep them all unlisted so that it doesn't spam the channel like all of this, because otherwise you just see this constantly and it wouldn't be that great. Yeah, actually you can see I actually make quite a lot of videos that are kind of unlisted. They're all unlisted for one reason or another. This one's just PC repair, and this one's more PC repair and shit like that. But yeah, it's like, I keep the streams unlisted so you guys don't have to see them. But if you do want to be fair, you can always go to my About section on my channel. I have the unlisted livestream playlist here, and it's also in the description of every video. So if you ever do want to watch streams back, you can always go to this link and watch them if you want. I know it's not everyone's thing, but some people enjoy it and shit like that. Oh yeah, there was one more thing I wanted to mention. My old podcast as well, actually. I used to do a podcast with Zombie and Hess. We actually stopped mostly because we didn't have time for it anymore. Because doing a podcast is a lot more work than just talking and uploading, because you have to do a lot more work than that. I don't do it anymore because I don't have time for it, but I'm always happy to be guests on people's podcasts because I don't have to do any of the editing and shit like that. Always happy to be guests on people's podcasts, no matter the size, because I just enjoy talking about stuff. But I don't know if we're ever going to revive this. Maybe I'll do another podcast one day if I haven't got much going on, but I don't ever see that really happening. But if you guys have got a podcast or whatever and you want me to be on, I'd be more than happy to be on, because I love podcasts. It's just I don't have time to do it myself. So yeah, that was kind of a little look back into my old videos and stuff. Obviously we didn't get to talk about as much as I wanted to. We did talk about a lot though, because this video is, like, the recording length of this video is like 27 minutes, and I'm probably not going to include all 27 minutes, but probably most of, because there's a lot of stuff I talk about here, but there's still so much stuff missing. You know, there's a lot of stuff I didn't get to talk about, like on my whole Milestone videos, my 100 subs, my 500 subs, you know, like all of my old stuff, all my Rocket League videos, my Ark videos as well, my Night Squad stuff. Fucking hell, I didn't even get to talk about my Night Squad stuff. I will talk about this actually real quick, because the Night Squad is somewhat responsible for my kind of success. So back ages and ages ago, I just did, like in 2016 for some reason, I just played a game called Night Squad, and I looked up, you know, videos for it. I was like, how do I unlock these secret nights? And people had like salmon and like one night here and like one night here and stuff like that. Salmon is the name of the night, but no one had a complete guide. So I was like, you know what, I'll do it, because there's no guide for this. This game just came out in Games Ago. Fuck it, I'll do it. And the company who made it, Chainsaw Some Games, actually picked up on it, and they, like, you know, put it on their Facebook page and shit like that, and it just blew up, dude. It reached like 10k views. In fact, I have a whole little folder called My Journey in here, talking about how it got like 10,000 views. You know, again, 10,000 views on my whole channel, like how we got 20,000 views, you know, my whole fucking channel banner and shit like that. Yeah, my whole 101 subs, my whole fucking little channel banner. Yeah, you got the old channel banner in there. And it was awesome because they actually like put it on their Twitter, and it's like, shout out for this FF. I'm not sure what FF stands for. Thanks for your cool and helpful Night Squad video. And like, that was, you know, ages ago, and they even did it on their Facebook page as well, you know, practical guide, and it's got a great tip for you and shit like that, and it really helped. I actually got in touch with these guys quite a lot. I even interviewed them about their new game Aftercharge. In fact, I do have like an Aftercharge interview. It's like 24-minute long interview, where I actually talked to Lawrence McCure, who is the kind of PR guy for Night Squad. I talked to him about all of that. You know what, I actually meant to play this game, it's just I didn't have a good PC at the time, and I could never play it. But if I had at the time, I absolutely would have played this game off the bat. And I miss talking to those guys because they were really cool. They helped me a lot, more than anyone else. I even actually sent them my t-shirts as a thanks, and they actually all wore them and took a picture. This was their studio at the time. They only had like 3 people, and this is Lawrence over here, but they only had like 4 people. I think they got like 12 now, because they're like massively expanding, but they all wore my little shirts, which I think was awesome. They didn't have to do that, and they did. That was really awesome. They got like you know, a whole logo here. But yeah, those guys were really cool. Shout out to those guys. They helped me a lot. You know, the Night Squad has, you know, accounts for more than half of the views we're talking about in today's video, which is, you know, it's 100k views. This one accounts for 61,000. And then if we kind of go to the main thing, you can see that I got popular uploads somewhere in here. Yeah, 61,000. And then for some reason, when I was doing Shadow of War, I did like mini reviews of the tribes, and for some reason that got 5,000, something that got 3,000. I think it was because the Shadow of War game just came out. I wanted to get on it straight away, and it paid off. I guess you know, I got like 8,000 views between the two of them. And then, you know, you get some videos that just blow up randomly, like this one, because I think people wanted to know where the exotic feathers were, and it turns out they don't exist in the console version. So that's just a gameplay video, and people just watched it for some reason. And then Night Squad kind of bled over into some other videos. So like this one got 3,000, this one got 1,600, this one got 1,600, and then my actual Blue review got 700 and stuff. And then again, more escapist stuff, because the thing is, if you find that you get a lot of views on one video, it kind of bleeds over into other videos sometimes, and you'll get a few views on other videos, and that's a good way to spot people who view bot and sub bot, because on my kind of growth so far, I've encountered so many sub botters and view botters, and there's like so rampant down here at like kind of, you know, the less than 1,000 subs people. A lot of people sub bot, and a lot of people view bot. I've actually, like, you know, found people out for doing it before. I don't know why I took it upon myself to, you know, find it out, but it's like so blatant, because like they'll get loads of views on one video, or they gain like a load of subs in like a few days, and then it will stop. And the thing is, like, so it won't bleed over into the other videos. So like they'll boost one video up to like, you know, a bunch of views, and then it won't bleed over into the other videos. So it's like one video will have like 400 views, and then the next one will have like 2 views. It won't bleed over because people are they've only view botted on that video. and the sub bots, you'll see them rise up like super quick, and then it will go back to their regular pace. And usually these people unsubscribe because they don't want all this shit in their subscription bar thing, whatever. And so it's a really easy way to spot view botters and sub botters, but they are so rampant down here at less than 100 subs. And I try and stay away from them now. Whenever I spot them, I just kind of, don't talk to them anymore, because I'm not really about that. But yeah, I've ran into a lot of them. I don't talk to them anymore. But yeah, that was it for 100k view milestone. Video's probably going to be a little bit long. I apologize, but I hope you did enjoy this kind of little trip down memory lane. Even if it was a bit disorganized, I probably should have put together a playlist of stuff really to go through. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know when the next view milestone will be. Maybe 200,000, I think. Maybe, I don't know. If I even get that far, because honestly, I never thought I'd make it to 100,000 views. That number is incredible for me. So thank you so much for giving that to me. Thank you so much, honestly. I hope you guys enjoy the videos that you watch, and I hope you consider subscribing, because I know I have these all privated at the moment, and maybe I'll talk about that another day, but it really does mean a lot. For every video you watch, every subscription you give, and every friend you tell, it really does help a lot, and it really means a lot. So thank you so much. I didn't get to talk about everything I wanted to talk about in today's video. My friends, or how Night Squad affected my channel, and just a lot of stuff I missed out, to be honest. I didn't even get to talk about like my 500 sub Q&A, my 100 sub Q&A and shit like that, and different podcasts and stuff I've been on. My interview that I got interviewed the one time I was on the radio. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't get to talk about that I do regret not being able to talk about, but this video would be like an hour long otherwise. So yeah, maybe we'll talk about that some other time, but I just wanted to say that I'm sorry we didn't get to talk about all of that, but I hope to sometime in the future if this ever happens again. Maybe we'll have to talk about that next time when I organise this a little more. But hey, thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see you, my diggies. Bye.